Canoopsy here, and the Samsung Galaxy S8 is seriously an amazing phone, but does have some issues that do take away from the experience, and if it didn't have these issues, it would probably be the best phone of 2017 well into 2018 with no complaints from anyone at all. So let's see how Samsung could earn that title. So right off the bat, this is not my full review, that is coming very soon. And while the phone does have some negatives, it doesn't really make the entirety of the phone bad at all. Besides these very few issues, the phone in general is amazing. Like, first, the design. Both the construction of this phone and how it looks is unparalleled. The frame blends into the screen, and with the curves, it creates a seamless look, like the phone is entirely made of glass. That's basically what it looks like. And that beautiful display with its almost non-existent bezels makes it look like you're holding just a display in your hand and nothing else. Oh, and did I mention this entire design is water and dust resistant? Yeah. The phone also has the best specifications than any Android phone currently, leading to outstanding performance at least for now. Battery life has been mixed for people so far, but in general, I've been getting at least a full day of usage on the S8 Plus, and sometimes a bit more for the next day. We could always wish for more battery life, but at least the performance seems to be pretty good, and the amount of charging options available is seriously amazing. And the camera performs like a dream. No matter what conditions you're in, you're gonna get some awesome results. And even in low light, the phone manages to capture bright and detailed shots, which is definitely very impressive. So after all these positives, there are a few things that Samsung could fix to give people really no complaints about this phone. Number one, the speaker. The speaker is total garbage. It's downward facing and it just doesn't sound good at all. If they did something like the iPhone 7 setup, it would be excellent. And next, you knew it was coming, Bixby. Bixby is getting a lot of hate from people right now, especially because you can't remap the dedicated button on the side of the phone, which is definitely a negative. The button is just not in the best place, leading to accidental launches, and it almost takes a full second to launch Bixby, similar to swiping over to Flipboard on previous Samsung phones. At launch, Bixby's voice service isn't really done yet, and for now you have a Google Now-like timeline with a few more additions, as well as Bixby vision features to identify objects with the camera, and it is pretty cool, but I wish you could at least remap the button. I also asked you guys on Twitter what the worst thing about the Galaxy S8 is, and most people said the fingerprint scanner. And I agree, it is pretty bad and it's in a pretty bad place, and more than often, it rarely works because of this awkward placement. But one solution is using a D-brand skin on the back of the phone that not only adds a unique look, but also adds a difference in surface feel on the back of the device, making the fingerprint scanner much easier to find, and in turn, much easier to use. Link in the description. The iris scanner is what I now normally use, but it's just not really 100% perfect. There's gotta be a better place for that fingerprint scanner. Now besides the design, which many of the issues actually surprisingly stem from, this is not really negative but more so a feature addition and improvement. I think a dual camera setup on this device would be an absolutely amazing addition, at least on the Plus version. I'm leaning more towards what the 7 Plus does with telephoto zoom instead of what the G6 does with its wide angle feature. Plus, a wide aperture mode similar to what the Huawei P10 can do would be great. Not like the S8 really needs a wide aperture mode though, just look at that natural depth of field, it's amazing. So in summary, there are a few negatives for this phone, but overall, it's seriously an amazing device. So stop writing that comment, I see you writing it right now, just stop. This phone still may be the best phone of the year. It checks off all of the right boxes with an awesome display, an excellent camera, great design, performance, much improved software. Everything about this phone is really great, but it does have a few small issues that have really spurred some complaints. These have all been my thoughts about the Galaxy S8, but I want to hear your thoughts about this phone in the comments down below. Also like this video, subscribe, and hit that taco bell to stay updated for all my future uploads, and thank you for watching.